Kids Art.
Hello everyone, Kids Art here with my first Inktober drawing. What is Inktober? I didn't know what it was until I watched a YouTuber called S Comic Maker. I watched her Inktober videos and I decided to see what it is, and it's a challenge that you draw using only ink. I don't really have much, so the closest thing would be my favorite pastel markers that are different tones of black. These markers are made to color your drawings in a manga-like style. I never used these before. I only used the medium and small size tip markers just for character detail. So this is the first time I use all the markers. Well, pretty much half of them. I believe I only used like only 3 different tones of black. So I'm drawing 4 different Links here from the Legend of Zelda series. I'm drawing them along with what makes them unique in their games. There's a Ocarina of Time Link playing his Ocarina of Time along with his partner, Navi the Fairy. The ocarina was given to Link by Princess Zelda when they were both children, and having that ocarina allowed Link to it allowed Link to get the Master Sword and made him travel 7 years ahead, turning into an adult. Oh wait, was that spoilers? Oh well, it's a really popular game anyways. There's Wind Waker Link with the Wind Waker, which has pretty much the same abilities as the ocarina, but Link commands the wind with it. Not the sea, he commands the wind with it, allowing him to travel the sea. His partner is the boat called the King of Red Lions. Red Lions. Man, my voice. And cover your ears if you don't want spoilers. You covered them, my friend? Good. He's the King of Hyrule. Okay, moving on. You can uncover them. Then next we have Twilight Princess Link. This Link turns into a wolf when he steps into the Twilight Realm that's taking over Hyrule. His partner is Midna, the Twilight Imp. Spoiler incoming. Cover your ears. Skip 5 seconds ahead. Midna's the Twilight Princess. Okay, next is Skyward Sword Link. This Link is the original Link. Yep, he's the first Link to start the legend. Oh wait, there's a manga of this and there's actually another Link before this Link? This makes no sense. Who is the first Link? I'm getting headache with the legend, with all this thinking of Linkception. Wait, who is the first Link? I'm getting Linkception here. Oh well. So this Link has a bird called a Loftwing, and people live in the sky riding these big birds. And his partner is Fi, the spirit of the blade that is evil's bane. Yep, you heard me right. She is the blade that will soon awaken as the famous blade we call the Master Sword. I have played all these Zelda games, but I never really played the original games from the NES or the SNES. I played a bit, but they are pretty hard to beat. Back in those days, I heard that you needed a map that comes with the game, telling you directions, and also call someone for directions on the phone, which seems pretty funny in our times here. So the first Zelda game I played was Wind Waker. One of my sister's friends let me have his GameCube, and I played the heck out of that game as a young teenager. It's pretty funny a few times. My favorite part was throwing Mad Lady the Bird Girl over the bridge, and she hits the wall and gets dizzy. It's pretty funny that I just laughed and kept doing it over and over again. Because there's like even stars surrounding her head and her eyes are just like moving around. I did have to give the GameCube back later though, because I got the Wii, and the great thing about it was that I could play GameCube games on the Wii, so there was no need to keep the GameCube. My mom then bought me Twilight Princess before getting me the system, so I was pretty impatient walking back and forth looking at the game. Until I finally got the system, I played the heck out of it as well. You might be asking, have you ever played Ocarina of Time at all? The answer is yes. I have not played Ocarina of Time back in those days, so what I did was ask my cousin if I could borrow it since he never plays it, and he allowed it. Sadly, I couldn't beat the game because I had to return it, but I was working with my dad and he gave me some money for it, so I decided to buy a Wii Shop card and downloaded Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, along with F-Zero onto my Wii. And yes, I then began playing them non-stop as a teenager. I then got Skyward Sword when it came out, and I was a senior in high school, so I sometimes couldn't play it that much due to the after school, doing homework, and then working with dad a bit. These are really great games, and I do recommend anyone to buy them and play them. You can actually get all of these games in the Wii U shop channel. But you would need to get a Wii remote for Skyward Sword, because in that game you actually have to swing the control to swing the blade. It's actually a pretty creative way to play it, and it makes you feel more like Link. Oh man, I do remember my arm was a bit tired from fighting the final boss. So the way that I made these drawings, I used a bunch of the Legend of Zelda manga as reference. I looked at a bunch of images from the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time manga, the Twilight Princess manga, and I looked at the title page for Wind Waker and Skyward Sword. And if you see Wind Waker, it's actually really funny. I never read it, but if you just search it up, you'll see like a lot of funny images from it. Oh no, I forgot to record the part where I ink their clothes. Oh well, you can still see me inking the dark areas and some mist areas. Did you also know that there's actually Zelda manga? What? Yes, there is. You can look it up. There's manga of Link, all the way from Link to the Past, to the Game Boy games, to Twilight Princess. I have not read Twilight Princess, but you can read them for free online if you search for them. Or you can buy each volume for $10 in Barnes & Noble, because I see them there. Link actually talks, like, a lot. He's not silent like in the games, he literally talks a lot, and each Link have their own unique personalities. Some of the young Links are pretty funny. If you read Ocarina of Time, the young Link parts are pretty funny to read. Well, hope you enjoyed this video. It's my first Inktober, and I did mess up a little on this drawing, but I'm pretty confident in the way it came out. Just don't forget, hard work and practice is all it takes to be good at drawing. Feel free to follow me on my social media. Hope to see you in my next drawing. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe and poke that like button. See you guys later.